Go. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so if you're checking out this video, it's because you're ready for day 5 of lower body, quads, and glutes. Okay, so and I have to mention too that as the weeks go on, when you do all these workouts again, um, you'll see notes at the top of each week where all you're changing is some technique in the workout. So that it might seem like it's all the same, but with the technique switches that you'll implement, it'll change up the workouts just enough to where you're, doing the same workout, but you're building a lot more strength and velocity and mass in the muscle. So as what you might have heard in the past, like confusing the muscle or whatever. Not really. Yes, but not really. So, okay, so let's get into um, a review of the warm up. So, what you're doing for the warm up is a 5-minute walk, stretch, and foam roll the lower body. So, that could be like inner thighs, the TFL, like the IT band on here on the outside. A lot of people say that that part is very tender and sensitive, and that's probably because it's very, very tight and it could use some TLC. So give that some extra love and care, and we'll get the calves and the quads, and we'll be good. And then the hip flexor too, actually. The hip flexor right up here. So when you're flexing, you can feel this muscle tighten up. Get that one right there. I feel like that for me and a lot of other people will have that complaint of like that's very, very useful to hit that spot too. So just to keep in mind. Okay, so then we're doing the single leg forward reaches. We can give a quick overview here on one leg and with the opposite arm, with the leg, you reach forward, come back. So the reason why we do this is because we're trying to activate this glute, trying to squeeze our core, but we're also working on our balance. So lean forward, you go low, little wobbly, correct yourself, come back, lean forward, and come back. Like so. Okay. The next one, hip circles. I believe I've exemplified this one in the other one, but we go 5 this way, a little bit more for mobility. You can take it a little bit slower and just go up and out and then down. Try not to break your hip. And yeah, one set of 10 on each side. You should be good to go for the resistance part of the workout. So, what we've got here, I will exemplify both what you would do at the gym and what you would do at home. If you're at the gym, there tends to be um, like a front squat. I think it's the hack squat machine where you can do front squats or use the barbell too. That's a possibility too. If you're at home, um, front squats, really all it is you could either have both of the dumbbells here on front, or if you'd like to just go with one, but it's basically doing a squat um, with the dumbbell up here at the front. So make sure your form is still good, leaning back onto the heels. You come down, the weight is in front. From the side, it looks like so. Okay, then the next one that you have, okay, so 4 rounds of 8 of that one. If you have a booty band, I have some booty bands you can order on my website or let me know. Um, but then the next one we have the leg press. So if you're at the gym, that's obviously the machine um, where you're either laying down completely pushing off against the pad or you're a little bit more upright and you're pushing off this way. Either one of those works. But you're trying to keep a narrow stance the whole time. And if you're at home, narrow stance with one or both of your dumbbells. It's almost like the suitcase carries where you have the dumbbells both right here. You try to keep your feet like a teensy bit closer than shoulder width, and you squat down from here and up, squat down and up. So from the side, squat down and up and up. Ooh. All right, and then he'll do 4 rounds of 12. Those two, ooh, gonna get your heart going. Walking lunges. So, um, obviously, if your knees can put up with this, a lot of people say that their knees aren't really great for lunges. If static lunges are okay, then try that. If neither of those are okay, um, maybe skip that one. Um, so like if you're gonna do static, that is just the one where it's like this. See if that one's a little bit better. Um, if not, skip that one altogether. Um, let's see, the sumo RDLs. Right, okay. So sumo RDLs, you've got the wide stance. My feet are pointed outwards. Depending on how far my feet are pointed outwards determines the trajectory of where my knees go. So the more outward my feet are, the more outward my knees have to go too. So if you're kind of new to this move and like um you don't really want to tweak your knees um outward that much, you want to just keep the stance pretty close. You can do it this way. This move is solely for inner thighs. So it is true that like the further out you go, the more of an inner thigh workout it is, and you'll feel it later. Doesn't really seem like it is right now, but um, trust me, you'll feel this in your inner thighs later, and you'll wonder, which move did I do? Like, it's this one. So for hand positioning, you'll take one of your dumbbells or both of them if you're brave. Take one of your dumbbells, your feet are outward, you come down. If you've done ballet before, it's kind of like a ballet plie squat when you're in the wide stance. Um, yeah, so you're coming down, 3 and 4. Make sure your hips are okay from the side, toes are out, knees are following in line with the feet. 2, 3. You'll even feel it in your glutes too. You want to squeeze back there. Ugly butt squeeze at the top. And there we go. Okay, so cable glute kickbacks with this one. I did exemplify this one in the previous video, same thing. If you have a cable and you're at the gym, put that thing on your foot, you hold on to the metal pole, you give yourself an angle, because you don't really want to like push from here wanna, like, be steady right here. So if you got the cable connected to the pulley, pull from right here and kick back. So your core should be squeezing, your glutes should be squeezing, but, if you're on the ground, you guys can see me from here, then you're on hands and knees and squeeze from back here. Squeezing your core, squeezing your core and your glutes that way too. Okay, so then that next one, banded step ups or box jumps if you're feeling a little brave and have a little bit of energy after all of that. But banded step up. So if you have a band, you can work with that. That would be pretty close to using a step, something like this, or if you're at the gym and they have one of those steppers, um, use one of those. And the more incline of the step that you take, the harder it will be. And so if you want this to be pretty easy, then have a low step. If you want to really, what I call digging deep, if you really want to like dig deep and like squeeze your glutes really hard, then going up higher will do the trick. So if you're at home and you have stairs, you'll notice that this is like this will get the job done. You'll feel this, and it's a lot easier than the previous moves, and you're probably pretty exhausted. Um, but like I said, if you really want to dig deep, you really want to get like the lower glutes, want to just finish off with a really good burn, you'll go higher. Um, I probably wouldn't suggest any higher than what your natural range is, so maybe just stick to the two there. Okay, so that is it for the lower body resistance. So now we just have the glute finisher. So fire hydrants, resistance bands, squats, wall bridge hold for 30 seconds, all 2 rounds. So, um, so what you do, fire hydrants to squats to holds, and kind of treat it like a fast, a little bit of a faster round. It's a quick round. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you got the band too, 8, 9, and 10. You'll go to the other side, and then we're up. We're going 1, 2. If you got the energy in you still, maybe add in a little jump. But if you want to just hang out here too, that is great. And then once those are done, find a wall. I usually use this one over here so I can hold myself up. And we'll hold the wall squat for 30 seconds. Once those 30 seconds are up, do that whole thing over again. And that is it. Okay, so managed to get through that one a little bit quicker. Um, I say with the resistance part, don't rush that. Be very slow and intentional. I believe just for this week, the tempo, yes, the tempo is 4, 2, 1. So with all of those exercises in the resistance part, have a 4, 2, 1 tempo. So what I mean by that is if we're in those, let's say narrow stance leg press squats, you got your 2 dumbbells here. Whew. All right, so you're gonna go 4 on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. Skyrocket up for 1. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Skyrocket up for 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot hold for 2. 2, skyrocket for 1. Oh my goodness. If you did that for all the moves, woo, you are solid. Um, so yeah, you did that for then walking lunges, the sumo RDLs. Oh my gosh, your legs will be on fire today. Nice and slow, controlled, good tempo. Um, you're gonna get some killer quads, I'm telling you. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to stretch, cool down, foam roll if you need to. Don't forget your water. Drinking lots of water over here. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.